Welcome in, you guys. All right, so today is Monday, July 21st. Planetary hour of Venus. In today's transit, we have Venus at a square over to the North Node in Pisces. All right, Venus is in Gemini, North Node is in Pisces. All right, so we're looking at a very tense situation with the energy of your destiny. We've got the moon in Gemini all day with a semi-square over to Chiron, Aries, quintile to Saturn in Aries. We've got a semi-square over to the sun in Cancer. We have a quintile to the North Node, to Neptune in the sign of Aries. A sextile to Mercury, Leo, currently retrograde. A semi-quadrant to Pluto in Aquarius in retrograde. The conjunction with Venus and Gemini. And then we also have squares over to North Node, Pisces, and to Mars, Virgo. So mutable energy today is squaring. And wherever your mutable placements are, tense. All right. Let's see what's going on. So in the index today for the 21st, we've got Aries and Libra at a mental 8. Taurus and Scorpio is off the chart. Gemini, Sag, physical 6. Cancer, Capricorn, physical 2. Leo and Aquarius at a mental 9. And Virgo and Pisces at a physical 9. Let's see where we are right now with the moon in Gemini at what degree. $17 degrees and 43 minutes. 17:43. That's so funny. I just saw star card energy with Emperor and Empress. All right, 17:43. Let's look at the 18th degree of Gemini and see what it's speaking about here. I'm laughing, right? Because this is too funny. I went into to Wawa this morning to go buy a hoagie, and it's Hoagie Fest, right? So there was an issue with the sandwich. Somebody wanted me to have a bagel rather than having a long roll, right? I said, okay, this is my own synchronicity. Because normally in the morning I would eat like a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. So the manager comes over and he's like, listen, you ordered a bagel. I said, no, I ordered a long roll. Said, let me, get a 10-inch long roll for the $6 Hoagie Fest. He goes, well, they're all different prices. No, they're not. So I kind of like had to express my discontent with the manager, the authority figure. And I kind of pissed them off a little bit. Okay. So my whole point was, it was given like 6th house, 10th house energy. Okay. All right. It was heavy on the Capricorn energy here. I see the 3 and to the 4 of Pentacles. It's giving me like a Mars and Sun energy. Like you have to be assertive. You got to say something, right? Welcome in, you guys. So that was just a funny thing to me. He was trying to tell me that I had to pay more money. I've got the energy of the moon here. All right, so the moon in Gemini could be the trickster, right? That's technically what it is. Gemini is the trickster. All right, so the 18th degree of Gemini speaks about solitude of the spiritual seeker. It says, to the general population, it seems as though The seeker is very odd and speaks a strange language, enjoyment of solitude, and the spiritual practice of self-reflection. In a defined rapport with others, we speak their language in their manner and thus unconsciously take on certain of their attitudes and opinions. This is not supportive of a mind that seeks exceptional clarity. Such a mind needs to isolate itself from the twin dangers, which are either the dissolving of the crystallization of one's own stance. We conform or we become staunch. There will always be a few like-minded, deeper individuals to talk to, but not in the common herd. So this is going to be someone that clearly doesn't understand you unless they're a spiritual seeker. Moon in Gemini. All right, moon energy, Gemini energy. All right. So this could be what you do long-term for your career. 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, with a heavy Capricorn energy there. All right, Capricorn to Gemini's energy typically would be seen as, what is that? Is that a quincunx? I believe so, yeah. 5 houses apart, those energies. So it's causing some sort of discord, pretty much. All right, the energy overall. I got the High Priestess, the Chariot, and then the Tower. All right, we got Cancer energy out here, Pisces energy out here, and Scorpio. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, what is that? All water energy. All right. So it looks like your intuition is very heightened, and it could be shocking the shit out of others how you're slapping base with your unconscious state. All right. So this could be someone's opinion, as again the Sabian symbol speaks of. It says, and thus unconsciously takes on certain of one's attitude and or their opinion. Okay. Definitely Mercurian energy, Gemini, is you expressing your opinion about something. All right. Let's see. I've got the 3 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the 8 of Cups. Someone here, in the unconscious manner, is upset that you separated from them and walked away. This could be someone that's heartbroken. Heavy on the water energy again. Okay, that's what it's giving me. This person that's in love with you is heartbroken about you walking away. It's almost like they're experiencing loss. So they're coming through, all right, expressing their opinions, but they're doing it through Mercurian energy. It's through the communication, all right? Maybe it's spiritually with the energy of the Hierophant here, trying to teach you some sort of lesson. This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, with the King of Wands. This could be someone coming through and wanting you to teach a lesson, or this would be you teaching the lesson. The King of Wands is someone that's very knowledgeable, okay? It's seen as a leader. And also we have the Hierophant, which is either you're the student or you're the teacher. Or this would be like your spiritual guide, you know, your spiritual guide's coming through trying to let you know by spreading messages what it is that your focus should be on at this time. All right. If we speak their language, it says in their manner, unconsciously, it's like take certain of somebody's attitude and or their opinion of you. Okay. Wow. Spirit coming through strong today. They a little tight with me today. All right. 3 of Cups. It's through the energy of intuition, Mercury and Cancer. All right, so the Mercury energy, the communication, it's coming through the emotional state, or should I say the unconscious state, okay? It's like, where do you have a brand new beginning? Where do you have a fresh start? Uranus's energy also in the sign of Gemini, which is typically ruled by what? Mercury. It's communication. So this is going to be a new way of you understanding something. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure we've seen, welcome in, thank you for your super chat. I'm pretty sure we've already seen the moon conjunct with the energy of Uranus and Gemini, right? So there's some sort of change that's already taken place overall. I see that. Yeah. All right, you're continuing to make progress as much as you're assertive. This is the Sun and Aries energy. And remaining optimistic about the journey that you're already on, moon in Sagittarius. All right, so what I see here is the energy of a trine in fire energy, wherever the Sag and Aries placements are for you. All right, moon in Sagittarius, which is fire energy, and the sun. So this will be like some sort of balance here that's needed in progressing and or why you're keeping a boundary up. It says, hi, you're really interesting. Thank you for your amazing readings, hostess. Not a problem. That's part of the manifestation. Again, heavy Mercurian energy here. What is it that you're manifesting? Because I see the Fool card directly to the Magician. What comes after From the Fool card, you are the Magician, and then you're tapped into what? High Priestess energy. I said I started this reading at 17 degrees and 43 minutes. 17 is the star card energy. You have some sort of wisdom that you have to pour out to the universe. 4 and 3, the Empress and the Emperor energies, is what comes directly after the High Priestess in tarot. All right? I like that. So overall, so far, we have a lot of majors coming out. I see the Lovers, Gemini energy. Cancer's energy is here with the Moon. Scorpio's energy here with the Tower. Again, Cancer with the Chariot. I'm also seeing Pisces with the High Priestess, Gemini, Virgo with the Magician, and I also see Aquarius' energy here with the Fool card. Can also be seen as Aries overall. All right, Virgo at the bottom of the deck, and where we pretty much had the opposition yesterday, all right, with the North Node. All right, so Mars and Virgo opposing North Node in Pisces reading. That was last night's reading. For some reason, the reading was unclear. You weren't able to hear it. Maybe that's a message. Somebody's not getting their message across. Okay? They're going to come in a little bit harder today. That's what it feels like. So the squares to mutable energies, once again, with Venus being in Gemini, this could be someone that could be expressing their discontent, all right, through a very deceptive way, okay? A creative way, because Venus is creative, all right? North Node energy and why you're not heading towards your purpose in life or your destiny in life, or whoever you're destined to be around at this time. I definitely see a lot of semi-squares today with Chiron and Aries and with the Sun in Cancer. Those are cardinal energies. So technically you're supposed to be initiated to some sort of brand new beginning. The cardinal signs represents the beginning of a new season. All right. And we're here on the very last day of the Sun in Cancer, and where the Sun is about to enter Leo tomorrow. All right. So you're supposed to be doing something and or being in the spotlight already. If you're not being called to do so, then it's like that's not your path. Give me 1 second. And there we have light. Hi, good Monday morning. I am from what? Owensboro, Kentucky. In the USA. How are you? Everything's going awesome at the moment. Did you have a good weekend? Having a good day so far? How is the weather right now? We're just tapping in the spirit here, you know, doing what jazz does. Okay. Let's see what's going on, you guys. I see it. I see energy, speaking of it. Now, the conjunction of Venus and Gemini is going to bring in the energy of, this could be two lovers at the same time. This could be a deceptive courtship. We were speaking about this last night, me and my sister. Let me see. So be careful, you guys, with the energy of your emotional state today, because the moon is in Gemini when it conjuncts with Venus in Gemini. This is going to bring a heavy emotional energy. All right. This could be you having some sort of secret love affair, or this could be like an imagined romance. Okay. And or the constant need for somebody's company. All right. That's what I feel. Let's see what else comes out. Can I show you around my home? I don't have a home. I sleep on an airbed. I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. Nine of Pentacles is here with a Venus Virgo energy. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune here as the challenge. And the Seven of Pentacles. It's interesting because I see nothing but pentacles here. Something's going to shift in your energy overall, and where it is that you're choosing to invest your time, your energy, your resources. Okay? You're forced into a direction in where you don't want to go, so things are delayed. See how you're planting all these seeds, but you're moving fairly slow moving forward. It's like you don't see something coming. Whatever that Two of Swords is, this is the moon in Libra. It would be a specific companionship in which you're supposed to be in. I'm looking at 12:06 on the clock right now. I just seen the 12th house and the 6th house in opposition. Okay? That's what happened yesterday. That opposition with Mars Virgo opposing the North Node in Pisces. Something is delayed for you overall. Yeah. Something's requiring you to sit with what it is or whoever is in the energy around you that's being deceptive, or who's playing the hidden enemy. All right? This is a very independent energy, and this is you sitting with your unconscious state and figuring out what this is. Something about the nighttime as well. All right. Something's going on during the nighttime. King of Cups energy. And there's the Star card. All right. So for whatever reason, whatever is hidden, you need to tap in. All right. To what's going on. And it could definitely be through your third eye. Your vision will probably start being expanded with the energy of the subconscious state here. So your dream state, possibly. Something like that. Let's see here. This could have started from the 17th through the 18th. And here we are on the 21st. All right. So back on the 17th and 18th, we were with the moon in Aries, that third quarter moon. Okay. And where you've already started experiencing some sort of massive change. All right, and what needed to be released overall? I see Temperance, I see Ace of Wands, I see Six of Pentacles, I see the Emperor. All right, and then I see the Hermit. Heavy Sag, Aries, Virgo energy here, and the energy of reciprocation for whatever reason. What is Temperance in the Ace of Wands? So the reason you can't get this person off your mind, or why this vision won't go away, and who's trying to come in and reciprocate from you, is because it has you in this very isolated energy. Yeah, it's like you're emotionally withdrawn right now. Or you know that if you return back to this person, you take a loss. It's just Saturn and Pisces. All right? You know this. You know clarity. You know truth about it. Or it's something that you don't want to return to because your emotional state kind of already tells you that this person is very deceptive. Moon, and this is giving me moon in Aquarius energy, but the moon right now is in Gemini. Deceptive, some sort of courtship. It could be that you feel it emotionally, or you don't want to return back to this person. What's going on here? What's the Six of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Hermit? This will be like your guide, your spiritual guide. All right? You knowing what this person is trying to bring in for you. That's the same person that's in heartbreak right now. Okay, because they want to reconcile. They can't seem to let something go. There's something that feels like can't move on to the next stage. Okay, you can't. It says use your brain, my friends, not the cards. We got the negative guys in here today, you guys. Let them chat it up. They pissed off at me today, yeah. King of Pentacles is here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Ten of Cups. Someone desires you, possibly surrounding, I don't know. It looks like love. All right. It looks like love. Ten of Cups to the Ace of Cups is coming in with like a brand new beginning here. Possibly this person from the past. They're coming in hot. They want to do, you know, do whatever it is that they do to be very successful overall. There's something here about the end of Cancer season. We're going to pull on that in a community chat. And we're going to do the Sun in Cancer at the 29th degree. We'll pull down on that later. All right. Whoever this is trying to come back in, they're only coming back in because they're attached to nothing but conflict. Or they're being driven by their intentions being connected to nothing but conflict. That's why you want nothing to do with that. They regret doing this shit. All right. They regret it. Because what they want is to actually come back in and express love. Are you going to let this person in? I see a lot of masculine and they're coming out. King of Pentacles and King of Cups. So the next sextile that takes place with Earth and water energies. Earth and water energies. No, something's delayed. That's what I see. Something's delayed. I don't think somebody's getting the point here. They want to continue to invest with you, but you want nothing to do with them. Okay, when is the next sextile with Earth and water energies? Let me just take a look. That's going to be the moon is in Virgo. All right, that's what it looks like. Let me take a look. That's not taking place up until the following weekend. Or this, you know, this upcoming weekend here. So we're looking at the moon in Virgo. Heavy on the fire and air recently. So we're looking at the 29th. Moon in Virgo with a sextile over to Mercury in the sign of Leo. Okay? And then Mercury is in retrograde right now. So that's what we're looking at. All right? Someone that's trying to come back and communicate something. The 29th is going to be of significance for that transit. Moon ingresses into Libra at 1:43 a.m. So this is going to happen a little bit past midnight on the 29th. This person will try to communicate to you. And then it will work harmoniously. They're going to try to get their message across if they're not doing it right now. Okay? Tyrone said, don't be doing it. Welcome in, Krista. Five of Wands is here with the energy of the sun. Yeah, somebody is getting really frustrated here trying to get their message across. The sun's coming out as their challenge. They want to connect. They want happiness. They want some sort of achievement. They're getting frustrated. Okay. So if it hasn't happened yet in the month of July, this person that's trying to return from the past with Mercury being in retrograde, or whoever's trying to send their message across, they're getting pissed off because they want a sense of control of something. It came out earlier with the Devil and the Five of Wands. Like they want that attachment to create some sort of drama. They're not going to get across that way. This is what this person needs to understand. All right? Especially if you are intellectually on point. So I just said that all fire and air energies are working harmoniously at this time. Let me just run you through these transits. Today is the 21st, right? We have the sextile today with the moon in Gemini. All right, over to Mercury and Leo. Right now, it could be that the harmony is calling in for moon in Gemini. Let me just run through this real quick with you guys. Business meetings could be of significance. Okay. I think we spoke about on one of my last readings, speaking about like not missing opportunities. That's what this is. It's like somebody feels like you're missing out on opportunities. So the moon in Gemini is increased sociability, cheerfulness, quick-wittedness. It says interest in all type of information. There could be favors of study, intellectual pursuits, acquaintances, conferences, gatherings. All right. It could be heightened changeability and or scattering the interest that can prevent you from being able to create some sort of tangible result. All right. So if it's a business meeting here, definitely it's a great time to do so. All right. I want to run back so you guys can understand what's in review right now with Mercurian energy. Give me 1 second. So communication or the exchange of communication, all right, some sort of mediation. This person feels like, oh, well, right now is a harmonious time for, you know, something to work out. I see all fire energy right here. All fire energy. This is Sag, this is Leo, and this is Leo. When the sun steps into Leo by tomorrow, we're going to be in the first decan of Leo season. What is that? Challenges, conflict, all right, competition, whatever that may be. And this person's like, why are you blocking your happiness? Because the sun is in the challenge. And they're going to start getting pissed off because they're trying to get that message across. Whether this is with relatives, brothers, sisters, friends, acquaintances, there could be documents, letters, contracts, discussions, an argument that can take place. All right? The conversation could be about business, about education, about information, news, rumors, and or if it has anything to do with transportation, communication, computers. This could be a heightened review of writers at this time, journalists at this time. I don't know. It just kind of feels like you are required to be a little bit more versatile at this time as well. Okay? Let me clear this out. That wanted to fly out the deck. What the hell is that? Ace of Wands. I feel like you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like your mindset right now is on fire. All fire energy out here. And it's working, once again, harmoniously all week long. All right, so tomorrow's the 22nd. We're going to see the moon in Gemini at a sextile over to Chiron and Aries. Chiron is like core wounds, okay, that you need to deal with or you need to have that conversation. All right, because it's working with the moon in Gemini. Conversations, okay? What else do we see sextiles with? We're going to see the sun in Leo with a sextile over to Uranus in Gemini. More positive energy, okay? Uranus being in Gemini is creating like massive change in the way that we communicate, and with the sun shining in Leo, it's supposed to bring a sense of auspiciousness in, all right? Some good luck, harmony, compatibility, whatever it may be. All right. And then the moon is going to be in Cancer by then. So we're going to start seeing it trine over to the north node that's in Pisces. All right. So when the energy starts shifting with the moon cycle, we're going to start seeing other placements start picking back up. Where we see squares recently with the north node and or the challenges with the north node, the opposition of the north node, all of that confrontation, all of that tense situation was to lead you directly to where your destiny is supposed to go. All right. And then we'll start seeing the sextiles to Mars and Virgo with the moon in Cancer also. All right. So where the opposition was, where Mars and North Node was in opposition yesterday, we'll see it in the next 2 days being at a sextile, where it'll be a little bit more harmonious right before we hit that new moon in Leo on the 24th. All right. And then the 24th is when it takes off. You'll start seeing all the trines. We'll see the sun in Leo to Neptune and Saturn in the sign of Aries. And then we'll also see that moon in Leo trine over to Saturn and Neptune in Aries. So Saturn is like, oh, I've been disciplined. Oh, I have structure. Or Neptune's like, oh, well, I got creative and I started, to imagine what it was that I wanted to bring into my reality. And then when the moon conjuncts the sun, that's the energy of the new moon. It's like power. You know what I mean? Heavy fire power. But then it opposes the energy of Pluto where Pluto's like, well, I'll come in and destruct some shit if you're not on the right path in connection to your destiny. Sesqui quadrant, meaning there's some sort of disharmony in the connection to your destiny. I gotta do a class with astrology so you guys can follow through with what I'm saying. Maybe I should do that. I gotta get a little bit more like techie, a little bit more techie. Okay. It's like you're on the right path here. You're ascending. You've been awakened. All right. Yes. Big yes. With the 9 of Cups. All right. And that's why the person's chasing after you. All right. They could be frustrated because they're trying to come back in before something happens. Yes. 4 of Wands energy here. All right. This could be someone that is part of your community. This could be some sort of success. This could definitely be a celebration card and where you guys come and unite and you guys are having such a good time celebrating something. It's coming through with this Emperor energy. Your boss wants you back. Your baby daddy wants you back. Somebody wants your ass back. All right. Or it could just be that you have this sense of leadership in your energy. All right. We're moving on from that. Whew. Let me get back into this. So be careful you guys are not involved with 2 lovers at the same time with Venus being in Gemini. Or you're not in a deceptive courtship and where somebody's trying to play you out and kind of making you feel indecisive about your relationships. Okay. Impulsive influences. All right. So like if you're heading in the right direction and you're in this energy of good luck, you have somebody coming in trying to be that fucking snake. You see the sign on the tongue of the snake? That's Mercury energy. Deception. Okay. Deception in love. Let's see what's going on here. Don't let these motherfuckers fool your asses. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? They don't love you like that. Won't come in, Maria. They ass don't love you like that. Just remain concentrated on whatever it is that you're learning here. Saturn's energy. Show discipline, especially in Geminian things. If you're going to school, your studies, if it has anything to do with how you're utilizing your mindset, all right? Don't let them break through that barrier that you have built for yourself so that you can continue to remain concentrated. Let's see. You're too smart for this shit is what it's saying, all right? You're too smart for it. This person might want you to be submissive for them. Or two, all right? I see 3rd house and 12th house here. Square. Gemini, Pisces energy. It's a square. Venus in Gemini right now squared over to what? The North Node in Pisces. All right. I don't know. This could be that you can easily leave a situation if you wanted to. You really can. Okay. But you're heavily concentrated here. And this could be someone trying to remain in control. I see 1221 on the clock in opposition. This person's reflecting. Everything that you do, they're pissed off. They want to reflect that back. You're absolutely been on point. Okay. It's again, look, I just keep seeing square energies here. All right, the moon in Libra over to Jupiter, Capricorn energy. Here's the cardinal energy overall. Trying to remain in control in connection to some sort of companionship. If this person feels like they can't have you, they could be blocking the energy of your inheritance. because you are fulfilling something that you do. It's for an energy. All right, 8th, 9th houses overall. I don't know. This could be you in connection to your spiritual organization. All right, what's supposed to be transforming in your life. Heavy Saturn energy out here. There could be restrictions happening right now. All right, because you're achieving something that they don't want you to achieve. Or it could be that your guides have you exactly where you need to be, so that you're seen in the spotlight, and somebody could be trying to block that for you by trying to take you and do something deceptive to take you off the right path. Be careful. Okay, be careful. They're criticizing you and what you do for work. We spoke about this last night with that Mars, Virgo energy in opposition to the North Node Pisces. All right? Yeah. It's because you're teaching something that they don't want to be taught. Heavy on the Saturn energy. Saturn, which is also being reviewed in the sign of Aries. Saturn and Aries, let me just read that out to you guys. Saturn and Aries, they feel like you're taking a risk. Okay? It says here, a justified risk taken to provoke new possibilities. Check it out. A sudden regretted action after a long bout of concentrated and patient work. Somebody wants you to regret the things that you've done or things that you've been concentrated with. Okay? Pushing oneself into a position of power through intense work. Maybe somebody wants you to push through with something that doesn't require that much hard work. It's all about the mindset right now. We're heavy in Geminian energy. We got the moon there. We've got Venus there. We've got Uranus there. You see what I'm saying? So the mindset right now is where you need to be concentrated on certain things, but in the conscious state, not in the subconscious state. Don't let nobody fool you through the energy of illusions is what I'm trying to say. All right? Now, again, I do like this Saturn and Leo energy, generosity. It speaks here about the opportunity to shine, okay? So if Saturn's energy is where you're structured, and you're doing something in the spotlight, it could be self-expressive, it could be creative, 5th house energy, right? This is you being asked to perform for a good cause, teaching creative skills to those that are less talented. So there's something that you know that someone else doesn't know, all right? And or you could be helping with the education of children, all right? So you're doing something out of generosity. What I see here is that if you're achieving something, you're being criticized in what your day-to-day routines are as well. See how this 10th house energy is here, 6th house energy? These are both about work. Something about a 6-foot long hoagie and a 10-foot long hoagie. Okay, something like that. Your messages are coming through as synchronicities. That's what I see. All right. What else do I need to see? Heavy on the Saturn here. You could be seen as like a leader, an authority figure overall in whatever it is that you do. I'm going to be honest. Your inheritance was been due, all right, because you do something to fulfillment. You've done the hard work. You've remained in isolation for a while, concentrated, and doing something out of generosity as well, okay? So Mars and Gemini energy here, the decision. You know what this energy is? In tarot, the 9 of Swords. When you see the card that's like this would be like somebody trying to cross-question you on what you know, Gemini energy. The information that you're providing out there. And you're just like, well, what did I just say? I've already worked on this. I've already been in isolation. I've been concentrated. Okay? I've done something to fulfillment. Where the fuck is my inheritance at? Something like that. Okay? So whoever this is just trying to block you is what it feels like. So this is like playing chess and not fucking checkers out here. Okay? There's something about you knowing about secrets. Notice this little like chimney thing here. Notice how everything is blocked off. And here you are like with your fucking magic wand and shit. You might be turning something around or playing the universe's like, how do you explain this? I can't sing that song right now. She was the fairy. She was the fairy. So it could be like, there's this energy of like, again, every time I see this card, it's like you're this walking time bomb. It's like, and everybody could be lusting after you right now. All right. So whoever this is that's trying to return, and trying to get you back is like, I need that. Lick you right up off your feet. Some type, I don't know. I can't make this shit up. Again, it's a risk. All right, it's a risk. Heavy on Saturn energy here. So again, today with Saturn being at a quintile energy, you're showing your potential. You're like, well, this is what I got. Okay? That's what it's given. This is what I got. What time is the sun stepping into Leo tomorrow? At 9:30 a.m. Crazy. We're going to see tomorrow squares over to Saturn and Neptune, where today we see those quintile energies. So it's going to be a little bit more tense. And then we also see a quincunx over to Pluto and Aquarius. Means that there's a lot of discord there. Okay? And then you're able to get a little bit more creative later on in the afternoon, possibly later on in the evening, with the energy of Mars as well as Chiron. All right. So where you're meant to be taking action and the healing that needs to be done is by tomorrow late night. All right. So early in the morning, don't get too hyped. Okay. The sun will be stepping in at 9:30. It's going, I don't know, maybe you wake up feeling like, but the moon is going to be in Cancer by then. So it's only going to be a semi-sextile energy to the sun. It's not going to work harmoniously. Not until the 23rd when we see that sextile to Uranus and Gemini. All right. So the changes possibly don't come in until the 23rd. Originality, resistance, heavy on Mercurian energy here. Risk, resourcefulness, egotism, and convention. Your community could be resisting you at this time because you're trying to start and or take a risk in doing something on your own. Notice how the Fool card, it always has the guy that's carrying in like the little stick over the shoulder. While the bear trying to attack. You have the key to do this. Get on that motherfucking bear's back or something. Throw that shit on the top of his back and go after that Three of Pentacles and whatever it is that you want to do, because you know you have resourcefulness. All right. Somebody could feel like, oh, well, you're in your ego, okay? Or you're too prideful to be in connection with this very conventional type of relationship. It could be the organization that you work for, 10th house energy, all right? Maybe they like that about you. I don't know. Maybe you do charitable work, okay? Things that you've discovered and how you're meant to seek out revenge, and you could have a phenomenal achievement about this. It's like off with your head type of shit, okay? So 8th house placements could be of significance recently as well with Mars and Scorpio. The revenge, I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of revenge in those that are in relationships that where you're having sex or something. All right. There's also something here about like the leader teaching the younger one how to like all the type of energy here. Like this is how you do it is how I'm hearing it. This is how you do it. Because you have expanded vision. Nobody can fucking fool you. Something like that. And then this is building companionships and expressing the way that you, not that you're creating drama, but it's like you're putting on this performance so everybody understands what the hell's going on. Mercury in retrograde in the sign of Leo right now. I don't know. There's something about like repeated lessons. That's what I feel this is. Or the divine timing of something. I see this as a clock. How everything kind of comes together. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of star that is. Actually, give me a second. It says, a Mobius tube twines endlessly in a vision that defies and puzzles the mind. So the Mercury is the mind. So this is like going through a repeated pattern of something and trying to figure something out here. All right. A great lion roars to draw attention to himself. The disc is a talisman with a pentacle to secure eloquence. That's what that is. So are you the lion out this bitch? Like, your organization is here trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I don't know. It seems like something needs some sort of order. I'm seeing wheat. All right. Maybe you're seen as like the chief of some shit. All right. I don't know. In order for you to do this, you would have to remain in isolation because it's going to be seen as you pretty much like a spiritual community and where the negotiation of your resources are held back. And you could just be living a very practical life right now, or maybe that's what they want. I got 10 thoughts out here. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. That's Capricorn energy overall, right? So those are seen as the leaders or those that are supposed to be set out on their journey, their destiny, their, career lifetime wise. Intuition and excitement. I'm trying to tell you. So whatever it is that you're putting out there and whoever's listening to it, look at all this. The 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th house. So this isn't even just, look at this, excitement. You've already went through Mercury and Cancer energy. We're currently right now in Mercury and Leo in retrograde. This is what it is. You find out about something exciting with Mercury being in its domicile in Gemini. Mercury went through Cancer, which is a water sign. You had to go deep into your intuition to understand it. And then now it's like you're performing it. You see what I'm saying? For those that don't understand, and this is why you've been in heavy isolation energy, is because your mind is concentrated on continuing to understand what's happening here. Terrible. Terrible. There's the sun in Leo. Your fortune comes in, or it's supposed to, if it's not blocked. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. If it's not blocked. Because of what you've already discovered. Mercury in Sagittarius' energy is at its detriment. Typically, Mercury doesn't like to travel to far places. See what I'm saying? Where's my cards at? Look, Mercury and Sag right here. This would be like messages coming from abroad. The way that I explained this card yesterday was such changes happening in a very fast manner, or this is an amount of communication coming in all at once. You need to have the mindset capable to understand what that is. All right? And if it's creating some sort of conflict, this is crazy. Look at this. Imagine what this can bring in all at once. The energy of the sun in Leo with Mercury and Sag energy. Here's the sun in Leo with Mercury and Sag energy. The fortune and how much shit that you've discovered. No wonder why everybody's lusting after you. Or you have others that are like, yeah, I'm going to criticize you because of what you do. And it could definitely be seen as charitable, but you're also an inspiration, sun and Sag energy, because you're enthusiastic, you're adventurous, you have all this knowledge, right? And it's not regular knowledge. This is like you associated to those that are highly educated about something. It's almost like a you can't sit with us type of energy because you don't understand. You have to teach it. Let me fix my deck and talk shit to you guys for a second. I don't like when my cards are backwards and I keep doing it for whatever reason. Somebody's trying to block your shine too. They want to block you. They may say, oh, well, you don't know what you want to do with yourself. Or you don't know, you know what I mean? Something like that. And that's what happens. It's coming. It's right around the corner. Very first decan of Leo season, that's when the conflict happens. So just wait on it. I'm trying to tell y'all. Just wait on it. It's coming. Save your money right now. Because you're going to have to possibly invest something. Is what I want to say. Okay. That's what this is. Again, solitude of the spiritual seeker. It says, to the general population, it seems through the seeker is a very odd and speaks a strange language. It's like, how do you know what you know? Right? You have to be able to speak that language in that manner and understand it. So the supportive mind can, like, get the clarity that it needs. So in order to do that, all right, so again, you could be spending a lot of time I don't know. It's given a danger, though, for whatever reason. It's given a danger to isolation. Because it's like you have to come together with like-minded people. Okay? Whatever and whoever is trying to block that for you is gonna be the people that don't understand your mindset. You see what I'm saying? Literally. They don't understand your mindset. You have to surround yourself by like-minded people, and these could be the people in your community and who you're teaching. Okay? Welcome in, you guys. I noticed that a lot of my moderators have disappeared because I deleted one person. This is how you know who was the deceptive community and or group around you at this time. Or it could be everybody's heading on their own journey as well. So thanks, Maria, for being here. Who else is here? That's it. Everybody left Jazz. That bitch too smart. We got to get the fuck up out of her face. We can't talk shit to her. She know too much. I like it. It's like I'm that bitch. Look at it, look. Nope, I can't go to hell because I still got a restraining order against me. That shit cracked me up. All right, King of Pentacles is on that ass. They like, I need her. Something like that. Ten of Pentacles. It's like you're the money bag. Okay? You're the money bag. And this is the way that somebody controls it. Because they know what it is that your destiny is. You see what I'm saying? All right. Crazy. That King of Pentacles would be like your mentor, or that would be like the person that's meant to guide you, or it could be like the great person to work for because they know that you're an asset to the company, or they know that you have potential to go, you know, far, is what I'm saying. Okay? It's interesting. It's like you're going to create some massive change in how something is being communicated, understood intellectually. And you're probably very versatile. You can make someone understand something in the unconscious state as well. All right? Like, okay, well, this is how you sit deep down in your feelings with something. Okay? However it is that you're using your intuition, or however this is heightened, it's been since the past. It could have been starting in the beginning of Cancer season, water energy. All right? And how you now utilize it to bring it to the mindset. Heavily concentrated, very stern, very calculated. All right? It's just giving me you're very, very smart. Okay? Very smart with the King of Swords energy. And that's creating a conflict for you out here. Because again, it's almost like you don't put yourself into a room and being in competition with motherfuckers that are stupid. You don't want to listen up. It's like, get the fuck out the classroom. You know what I'm saying? Somebody don't like your attitude and how rebellious you are. Or somebody else might love that shit. I'm just saying. Okay? They see you as like pre-emperor status. Crazy. You said, I got a clothing line, but I want to do comedy. So what? Do it. Wear your clothing line in what you do for comedy. Why would you stop? I'm just saying. Five of Pentacles energy is here. Why do you feel like you have to lack in what it is that you desire to do with the Ten of Cups? Fuck that. I'm just saying. All right. It could be that you're overall feeling like everybody else is trying to leave you out in the cold because of whatever it is that makes you happy. See what I'm saying? Hold your boundary up. Be the fighter. Be the one that remains optimistic, okay? About whatever it is that you see that you can build for your future. I don't know. Your destiny is like, it's coming into alignment. I'm trying to tell you. Somebody just doesn't like the fact that you're too smart. They can't confuse you. They can't confuse you. They can't control you. Jupiter, Capricorn energy. You're already seen as a leader. I don't know. You're like a Highlander in the spiritual community. They can't fool you. You're too fucking smart. I'm trying to tell you. You're too smart. Okay? The Chariot is here. You're too successful in whatever you do. They don't want to give you props. They don't want to give you props. Beautiful to see your strength. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They create some sort of illusion around your success or your happiness. They try to test your limits emotionally as well. How you feel deep down emotionally. Could be. And you're too confident out here. Way too confident out here. It feels like you have the energy of the sun in the palm of your hands. That's all you need is whatever it is that you create with your hands, and it moves you on to the next level. Six of Swords. It's because you show originality. This is Mercury and Aquarius' energy. You could be very innovative, or you could understand something about astrology as well. And you do this for work. Or you're mastering this specific skill that you have. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And now you're going to be calling other people in that want to collaborate with you. Or people may not like the fact that, you know, you're in alignment. You're in balance with your masculine, feminine energies. You see what I'm saying? We've got the King of Cups out here. The Six of Wands is out here. You're having some sort of victory, a lot of success. And it looks like this is the way that you protect your energy. You defend and protect yourself by what it is that you know and how emotionally balanced you create, you know, whatever it is that you understand that are hidden secrets to the universe. Yeah. And where others, it creates like conflict mentally. It be the energy of having to overcome a mental barrier, and where it can create literally mental illness. You're out here like, I know your secrets. You see what I'm saying? I know your secrets. You can't fool me. I'm too grounded. Yeah. And this is how you create. This is how you create with the universe. This is how you start bringing things. Again, as I showed you earlier, the Fool card at 0, you're taking a risk. The Magician at 1, you're manifesting. All right. At 2, you're the High Priestess. You understand what is kept secret from, you know what I mean, reality. And then you start creating with the universe. And it's like, well, what do you want to do here? I would see this as Emperor energy, becoming the leader, becoming the one that takes that risk to start something brand new. Okay? And then others are kind of sitting like, wow, all that grievance, all that loss that this person took, look how it's all heading into the ground. Bury that shit so that what? Mars and Scorpio's energy, 5 of Cups, you have a phenomenal achievement. It's the card of revenge. Just like, this is how you do it, and off with the fucking head type of shit. Where's my card at? I need it back. I need it back. Let me see. I gotta find it. This is what I'm saying. People might be criticizing you because they don't understand your pathway here. It's like, I will go off your head with this. Yeah, here it is. Same energy. Same energy. Let all that grievance, all that loss, all that emotional bullshit, bury that shit in the dirt. Come out on the other side, ripping the head off of somebody's shit. All right? That's your revenge. Is you winning and you coming out on the other side as the leader. All right? Again, what did I say yesterday? Coming out the jungle with the fucking lion on your back? Yeah. My hair ain't looking crazy today. Chill. My hair don't look crazy today. Chill. All right. Let's move on. Tyler Armstrong. I don't know. I read Armstrong and I seen me putting somebody in a headlock like this. That could be of significance. All right. Tyler, you want the tea? I'm sorry. That's why I say people don't belong on my channel. Because I'm not your typical reader. Everybody wants the drama or what's so funny and like, bitch, listen up and you'll learn some shit. Shut the fuck up. Something like that. That's why literally something that will take place right in the front of someone's eyes, and where it could be simple, where you actually understand what's happening around you, you will be able to overcome whatever the adversity or is, whatever a problem is, just by knowing or understanding what's happening around you. But you being stuck in this tunnel vision of some sort of fucking illusion that you're meant to be kept in, you don't understand what the hell's going on. You fucking idiots. I cannot. I literally cannot. I won't choke nobody, I promise. I really will not choke nobody. I almost choked one person before for fucking with me. They found out real quick, okay? They found out real quick. King of Swords. This would be like, you're so smart out here. Somebody cannot fool you. If you're the King of Swords, it's like, bitches, listen the fuck up. Okay, I got some shit to say. I know about something you need to know about. Something like that. Wounded Warrior. All right, with the Nine of Wands. I can't deal. The Moon. Something's hidden here. Something is completely hidden. Literally in the front of your fucking eyes. Something is hidden. I wonder what it is. Wow, Spirit said it ain't for everybody to know. It's not. Because I'm like, clarify the Nine of Wands. Why are you seen as the Wounded Warrior out here? It's not for everybody to know. It's something that's supposed to be controlled. That's why I keep saying, like, somebody's not going to get it. If you get it and somebody else don't get it, it's because it's not for everybody to know. You know what I'm saying? Look. Somebody, look, Spirit even stopped my meditation music. Look. It's only meant for those that are meant to carry heavy burdens. Others can't mentally make it through. You would have to be this one white bird out of all these black birds that tried to attack you. This is the Mars and Gemini energy. This would be like the person that wants to come in and cross-question what it is that you know. Go sit the fuck down and listen up. That's what this is. I've been through this shit before. I went down that road before. Something like that. It's not meant for everybody to know. All right, I get it. Because your mindset is not... Air signs are different. Let's be clear. Air signs are way different. All right. How do I explain that? Yeah, Sun and Gemini could be definitely it. You're very versatile. You could be adaptable to understanding or how to utilize your mindset in a different way. Whether it's subconsciously or consciously is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Like you're the high priestess. You can close your eyes and literally be like, oh, you have a vision about it. You know what I'm saying? It's through whatever it is that's your passion. Whatever your hobby is. Kind of ignite something within you to continue to go after that passion, whatever that, you know, catches your interest. It's a skill, and you do it to perfection. Nine of Pentacles is like you reap what you've sown. See what I'm saying? Crazy. You reap what you've sown. I wonder where this is taking us here for those that understand. I probably don't have anybody in here that does, but you'll find your match one day. Someone that understands. And it's not a love thing, though. It's really not a love thing. It's something that, you know, where you're intellectually... That's what I'm saying. It's two Chinese men talking to each other. The solitude of the spiritual seeker. If you seek, you find. All right? You'll understand those that are on the same journey as you, even if you're a little bit more elevated than that person, should I say. Doesn't matter. It says, by mixing with our own kind, we focus our uniqueness and so perfect our life potential. Hello. Okay. Gemini, Pisces at a square once again. Cancer energy here, heavy on the water. Capricorn, Aries, I see a square. There is Sagittarius standing alone. My Sagittarians possibly could really strong right now, especially here in Leo season. You're continuously see trines, all right, in every single fire sign energy. When the moon and or the sun being in Leo, it's trining over to Sagittarius' energy all the month of July into August. Auspicious energies. I just seen the star card again. Aquarius' energy, you guys are significant as well. Because Leo's energy is your opposition. You're going to be confronted a lot with a lot of different things. It could be about relationships, specifically. Who you're partnered with, who wants a contract with you, who's trying to express love, okay? Family could be of significance, specific partnerships if it is in business, whatever that may be. You're going to see it all month long, all the way pushing through August. Aquarius, Queen of Swords, you're coming out as a smart one. Again, Maybe you walked away from somebody. I don't know. Something about getting ahead of something before Saturn enters back into Pisces. Getting ahead of something before Saturn heads back into Pisces on September 1st. So I just called out till the middle of August. September 1st it shifts. Yeah. I'm telling you, getting ahead of something. This is like moving forward ahead of something before something ends. Before you have to walk away from something. Or understanding the reason why you walked away from something is because you're headed directly to light. So if I'm speaking about like Aquarian energy right now, where the full moon in Aquarius is going to be in opposition to the sun in Leo in August, this is like you walking away from something and heading directly to happiness with the sun. See what I'm saying? That opposition is like you need to get ahead of that shit before something stops you. Look, right here it's like you're going through the fucking storm right now. It looks like a thunderstorm. And here she is walking out the water like, I'm good, I got this. See what I'm saying? I got this. Yeah. Whatever this is, brand new like beginnings. Wherever you're setting your mindset, whatever you do that's passionate, whatever your new skill is, all right, keep going because you're going to achieve it. You're going to accomplish it. Sun and Capricorn energy here. Yeah, you're going to accomplish it. Possibly by Virgo season, King of Pentacle energy. Possibly by Virgo season. It's like all about what you put your mind to. All right, I'm leaving this here. Let me get into some tea. So we won't get everybody running away and shit. All right, you punk asses. Fuck down and listen up, damn it. Sorry. Let's see. I think we're over the stage of money. I think we're over that now. Okay, everybody's worrying about, we're freaking out about money. I think we're over that part. Let me stop talking shit, because Spirit just be like, nope. Stop being contradictive here. It might just come out in the cards. He said science has left the chat. Yes. They need to listen up, child. Anyway, they're utilizing, listen, I don't give a fuck. Use my ideas, use my knowledge. Go teach somebody else or go steal that shit. All right? Maybe you're going to learn something new and take from me. That's what Saturn and Pisces is. It's a loss, especially for me, Aquarius, because it sits in my second house of my resources. Somebody could be stealing from you, but don't worry, because God comes in and blesses you in another way. It's not about the money. You know what I'm saying? You're needed here for something. Okay? You're needed here for something. Yeah. Here it is, the wedge. I said it. Someone is trying to come in between you and a friend or something it is that you want. They will stop you and take from you. The lightning. Control your anger. Sorry, look at the rain. Aquarian energy. All right. Romance, celebration, parties. Okay. This just means that you're overcoming some sort of adversity here because you're defending yourself with a shield. Again, I feel like somebody knows what you know. I don't know. Something about this, like, exciting event here. Okay. Involvement with the law. Maybe you have some sort of court case going on. There is a such thing as spiritual court. Okay. Who's that? Look up her channel on YouTube, Spiritual Court TV. She got a lot of good messages in there. All right. She's a good reader as well. Understands what the energy is saying here. There's been a lot of back and forth recently in a lot of the readers' readings where they're tapping in with family at this time because the sun is in Cancer, 4th house energy. Everything going around you right now has to do with stability, foundation in your family. All right? That's what it feels like. Great personal sorrow. Somebody could be crying by the end of the day. Or just wanting to express your emotions and how much you've been trying to defend yourself with something here. All right. Great worries over nothing. I don't think you have really much to cry about. Okay. Let's see. Somebody's just trying to be an asshole and trying to come in between something that it is that you want. You're focused here on your work, your achievement, your goals, or how you're going to be successful. With brand new opportunities and or some sort of windfall coming through. All right. And you got protection from a powerful friend. All right. I like it. So this person is coming in to reconcile with you. That's what I see. 1714 in the chat. I see star card in temperance Be patient. Everything will align as it should. You should be focused on your healing right now. Who's this person that's trying to come in between something that is that you want? Whether it's in between you and a friend, okay? Someone that you've been more so pretty much going strong with here, all right? Romance and celebration or a party, it just kind of feels like you're not on the worst side of something, is what it feels like. Who's this person trying to create some sort of wedge here? Major challenge to overcome the mountain. Could be a Capricorn. All right, 10th house energy. Government, specifically. Says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps money or goals or love. All right, with the barrel here. You down in the barrels, okay? Maybe you need to go clean up some barrels, who knows? You need to defend yourself. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. This feels like somebody that is criticizing you. All right, they feel that you feel that your life is lacking love, money, goals, because you've been allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. What's the exciting events? All right, maybe it is this court issue. Everybody's excited about what the actual outcome is going to be to some sort of court case. All right. Someone's gossiping about all of your secrets. See what I'm saying? Everybody's like, ooh, I wonder what's going to happen next. Interesting. It says you will be taken care of in difficult times. That's all you bitches need to know. Okay. That's all you motherfucking stalkers need to know. Chill fuck out. Go sit down and learn some shit. Like I said, great personal sorrow is here and great worry over nothing. If you cried, all right, God saw those tears. And whoever created those tears are going to be held fucking accountable for them bitches. Okay? That's how I feel. Because you got compliment from an admirer here. Great worry over nothing. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. All right. Again, it's coming through as you're going to be taken care of in difficult times here. What's work, achievement, and success? Doing something risky. See what I said? It came out from the very beginning. It's like this is a risk that you're taking. 1 o'clock on the dot. Thank you for your Sunday. We need some ice cream around this bitch. Sunday is Sun's day. Let's be clear. So when my guys come through with messages, thank you very much. 4-2. Okay? Or 42. Messages are there. See what I'm saying? Sunday is very significant. What's Sunday's transit? The 27th is Parents' Day. Okay? I said it. Moon will be in Virgo. On that day, we see a sextile to Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter in Cancer is exalted. I like it. I like it a lot. Marshmallows and ice cream, okay? Somebody real fluffy out here. I like that. All right, so what's this opportunity we got here? Some sort of windfall and how you have protection from a powerful friend. What's this opportunity here? Whoever this dark man is, it says you're connected to a very long journey, physically and or mentally, that's going to leave you wiser at the end. It has a lot to do with your journey overall, with your journey. She sent in a high five. Let me get that back to you. Ow. All right, let's see. So the 27th is, again, Parents' Day. Psychic ability is here. Trust your intuition. All right. Are you dissatisfied with where your life is right now? Because there's some sort of celebration coming up is what it's saying. You're in a temporary situation overall right now. There's a lot of great passion you have towards something. Something's happening in the month of August. And where you've had fears, worries, and or tense situations, you've been receiving good advice from a wise person here that's leading directly to great happiness after some sort of misunderstanding, and you got a big announcement that's coming in connection to a key. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're getting a key to the car. Maybe you're healing from something. Key is Chiron's energy. Deep wounds that have been sitting with you for the longest, and where we're going to be seeing more so this week, sextile energy is happening. All right? So successful outcome to a problem. You're getting the key to something, bitches. All right? It's time to act. Get out there and be the fucking lion. All right? Whoa. Here in Leo season. confidence, determination, ambition, drive. I don't know, that's what I'm hearing. I'm gonna pull on chakras next. Hey, it's the last day off and I'm at the mechanic shop. Chiron is at 8 degrees in Aries. Uh-oh. Is it really? No, it's not. That's insane. Chiron's not in retrograde yet, baby. Not yet, but it will be. Not yet. Chiron is at 27 degrees and 7 minutes at this time. So it's at the 28th degree of the sign of Aries. Let me see what this energy speaks out because I'm curious now that you said that. I know what you mean, though. A large disappointed audience. Damn. All right, so if you haven't been proficient with something, this is about the need to be prepared. It's a great hopes and excited expectation cannot be sustained. Speaking with power and truth. We need to take other people into account when we make our claims and promises so that we do not later disappoint. If we want to perfect both will and sensitivity, then we need to do everything that we can to fill our promises. This strongly impacts upon what possibilities of development and achievement will unfold for us. Wow. Are you speaking about that in your chart? Got you. So it says disjunction. The hardest lesson we eventually have to learn is how to detach. Okay? So if you can't keep your word with something, detach from it. All right? Because you're putting energy into something that is not going to be a real expectation, if that's what that means. Okay? So if you say you're going to do something consistently every day, then do that. Because if not, then the universe will hold you accountable and say, I'll take that shit away from you. Something like that. Shannon. All right, you guys. So when Chiron goes into retrograde, this is going to have you reviewing your deep emotional wounds. Be careful that you don't do things to hurt other people. Because when Chiron is in retrograde there, it's going to fuck with you. You're going to feel like, why did I do that? Something just made me stare at my birthmark. So something about a birthmark here, or the mark of the birth of something new. I literally had to stare at my birthmark just now. Okay. Let me see when Chiron goes retrograde. Give me a second, you guys. Where are we at? July 21st. Oh, that shit hurts. That's interesting because it actually does show in retrograde. We were at 27 degrees in 10 minutes and we're heading backwards. This can't be right. This cannot be right. Hold on a second. Yeah, I guess we are right. 27 degrees and 7 minutes is where it is right now. Chiron started its retrograde phase at the end of June on the 31st. Interesting. So it's going to be retrograding all the way up until it goes direct on sometime in fucking 2026. Wow, hot shit. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. King of Swords, Two Cups. Crazy. Rakisha's giving out free live tarot readings if you guys want to go check that out. What is that? Oh, on Instagram, y'all. Go Mystical 365 all day. You know I support. I ain't a hater. All right, let's see. Venus and Scorpio. Queen of Wands out here. I don't know. Whatever that secret is going to create some sort of conflict, some sort of adversity you got to overcome. Be strong. This will be like testing your limits. Oh, wait. This is, I said I was looking like the lion yesterday. It's a little bit more shaped out today. Okay. Oh shit. I don't know. Plans change. Something about it. Okay. Something about that. Plans have changed. Plans have changed. Absolutely. You're gonna have a new start somewhere. I don't know where that's gonna be, but you're gonna have a new start somewhere. Others of you didn't make the cut. That's how I heard it. You didn't make the cut. And that shit could be fucking you up in your mental right now. You're not happy about it. I see 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 2 of Pentacle, 3 of Pentacle. All Gemini energy is here. And Capricorn. Gemini and Capricorn is the quincunx, is discord. Alright? So whatever was secret from you or whatever was supposed to be an illusion, alright, and something requires some sort of change that takes place, it's because it puts you on a better path. Like you didn't make the cut. Interesting. 2 of Pentacle, 3 of Pentacle, 4 of Pentacle. You may have just achieved your goal here. Ace of Cups. That has to be in connection to love. That could be the next journey you got coming on. All right, some sort of transformation that's required there in your love life. Or if it's a self-healing type of thing, as we were just speaking about Chiron being in retrograde. Six of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, King of Pentacles. That's big, big energy coming through. And it's from that person that desires getting you on the right pathway there. I need to look up something real quick. Give me a minute. Got me stressed out. That's not what I want. It's not what I want. I don't know how this became a Chiron reading. But in astrology, Chiron represents the wounded healer, symbolizing our deepest wounds and our capacity to heal them. It's a minor planet that orbits between Saturn and Uranus, and its placement in a birth chart reveals where we experience vulnerability, insecurities, past hurts. It says by understanding Chiron, we can learn to turn our pain into wisdom and heal ourselves, ultimately by helping others. 111 on the clock. This could be your brand new beginning. Wherever that Aries placement for you, this review and where it's going to be in the sign of Aries up until 2026 has a lot to do with the healing that needs to take place and how you're supposed to be an example to other people. All right, so it is the mythical centaur, was a wise and skilled healer who was also wounded, unable to heal himself. The duality is central to its astrological meaning. All right, so there's healing within self, that deep wound, that insecurity, that vulnerability that you have. This is what you're working through overall. All right. You know what it is as well? That the sun just recently squared over with Chiron in the sign of Aries. That might have been like last week or the week before. So that may have been very intense for you overall. Let me see what day that was. The 19th. This was literally this past Saturday. All right, so the sun in Cancer squaring over to Chiron in the sign of Aries, and where you have some sort of core wound with whatever it was that created that hurt, or where you feel some sort of insecurity. It was a very intense situation there. With the moon in Taurus, it could have been very much like you still had to sit with something, okay? You had to sit with it. It could involve love, connections to money, Taurus energy as well, all right? Your confidence. your beauty, the way you feel or you look, or the food that you put into your mouth, things like that. We also had a Jupiter quintile Chiron that day. Jupiter in Cancer is also exalted, and it means new opportunities come in for you, and you show potential so that you can overcome what it is that you are trying to heal from. All right. I feel like I gotta take a shit. My stomach hurt. That just made my stomach hurt. I don't know. Something about that energy and what you need to heal from. Maybe it's the food that you're eating. Stop fucking eating pork. I'm so shot out. I'm sorry. I'm shot out. It says, I do feel better now that Amazon has taken part of the load. I work less with more time to heal and work on my other things. Let Amazon do what they gotta do, boo. That's their job. They be loading them packages up, boo. That's interesting because before they put the load on y'all. That's cracking me up. You know, when I finally started working for Amazon office, I said, been there, done that. I don't like returning back to places where I've already worked. And I got fired from the post office. So for no reason, but yeah. Oh, it was my attitude. I forgot. I was a little bit too rebellious for the post office. They couldn't handle me. My other boss loved the shit out of me. I like her. She's very direct. Yeah. Aries in my 4th house. I have a moon in Aries too. Very protective of my emotional state. I could be a crybaby sometimes, but that's when I start putting motherfuckers in a chokehold. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. You could be seen as like an intuitive leader. All right, with the moon being in Aries. An intuitive leader. All right, let's see. 6 of Wands with the Strength card here. Page of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. I'm also seeing the Queen of Wands. I see the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Star. You out here shining, boo-boo. Big deal. Big, big deal out here. Your strength is lit. All right. Somebody can have their eye on you. And how you're supposed to be super abundant. This person likes your confidence, your self-esteem. All right. How you've created some sort of change within yourself by putting yourself out there to shine in whatever it is that you do. All right. Have you on the fixed signs here? This could be fixed moon cycle energy. Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. See all this good energy? I like that shit. All that good, good. All right. Let's get out. Let's get out. Let's get out. I want to pull chakras real quick and we going. Where am I at? Said, sounds spicy. Please don't. I don't eat spicy foods. Wait. Just kidding. It's my favorite. I've lost almost 12 pounds. Been on what is it? Shots for weight loss and NAD for joints. They did and still doing oh, okay. It's crazy. Amazon is your gym, basically, is what you're saying. Running their packages. Amazon is your gym. Crazy. Amazon used to be my my massage therapist. Okay. Sacral chakras here. Okay, how you create. That's funny as hell. The throat chakras here as well. Damn. So creating with communication. We spoke about this yesterday. Same energy is coming out again today. Creating, all right, through communication. 8/29 is going to be of significance. August 29th. Let me see. Damn, shawty. In high school, you was the man, shorty. What the fuck happened to you? Something about somebody's weight. They don't like your weight. I don't know what that just came to my head about that. I don't know. August the 29th, I'm looking at, it's the Friday Venus's day with the moon in Scorpio at its detriment, but I also see a trine over to Jupiter and to the North Node in Pisces. Jupiter being in Cancer, water energy, North Node being in Pisces, part of your destiny. That day is going to be auspicious for what it is that you're creating and what you do communication wise. That's the date Spirit gave me. I don't know. Something about 2019 or something you did back in 2019. That's what I see in the chat. Moon in Scorpio. Wherever your Scorpio placement is. Mine's is in the 10th house. What I say. Something that you do creative. All right. Your imagination, expression, originality, your passion could be of significance. That's when your money's coming in. All right. Your belongings, your finances, your assets, your treasures, your possessions. 735, there's something odd about it. 357, all odd numbers. Maybe this is something odd that you do that someone feels that you wouldn't be successful at. Show me the sacral chakra and the throat chakra here. Again, I'm getting August the 29th, moon in Scorpio, trining over to Jupiter and North Node Pisces. How you're being, I guess, a spiritual guide. Okay. Support, love, signs, and directions. Crown chakra energy. You're illuminated. So your guidance here and where you're supposed to be on your path. Something about sexuality. Are you a porn star, bitches? I'm just playing. So, or you're going to be a little bit more open to sexuality at that time. You will feel a little bit more beautiful. You will feel like you're honored, or the energy of sharing your sexuality, whether that's just intimacy, could be of significance as well. All right, solar plexus energy. That might pick up. Your solar plexus energy is where you have the free will to do what the fuck you want to do. It's your power, it's your vitality, it is your strength, it's courage. It's the path that you choose to go down. Okay? So right now you could be in this energy of not having sex, maybe. Very true. Damn, that's a long time to wait, bitches. Woo! Hot damn. I could do it. I did it before. All right, so it's about healing the inner child. That's what it is. Okay? It's about healing the inner child. Something having to do with healing your heart space. Sacral chakra, throat chakra, and your heart chakra. See what I'm saying? Carlos Santana. Something about Maria. Uh-oh. Ciao. Oh. Let's see what's going on with the sacral. What's going on with the sacral? I've almost finished my material for this video. That's awesome. I hope I inspire you to speak about certain things here, Shannon, on your channel. You know, support. Sacral chakra, that's the conflict you're dealing with right now and what it is that you're trying to create. Why? Because someone or something from the past could be trying to hold you back. Specifically a Taurus that you need to defend yourself from. Okay? And wherever your Taurus placement is, this could be like an organization that you don't want to involve yourself in. You kind of keep yourself in a bubble. Institution, organization, something like that. All right? Wanting to create conflict around what it is that you're trying to create. So you keep yourself in hermit mode. Okay? So that you can focus on your passion, rest and rejuvenate, heal. All right? That's what that is. After some sort of betrayal here and where you had to be the wounded warrior. Yeah. Something about Scorpio. It says the truth is about to stir things up for you and this person. Something involved in the Scorpio here. I don't know. Just a notification that came up. I get synchronicities all the time. It said, oh Lord. Show me the throat chakra. What is going on in the throat chakra area? Page of Swords, you're going to be communicating something. You're probably studying about it right now. Here in the beginning of the first decan of Leo Caesar, with the Five of Wands, it could be you're learning about something overall, or you're being guided to learn about something. Maybe it's about magic, becoming the magician. As above, so below. Okay. and learning what that is. Hidden treasures of heaven and of earth, and how to remain balanced with something overall. All right, or spiritual laws, something like that. Yeah. All right, let's look at the crown chakra with this energy practice. It's what you do for work. You're supposed to be mastering your skill here with the Eight of Pentacles. Show me sexuality. This feels like a review. Queen of Wands energy. All right, who's being the whore out here? Because the Queen of Wands is typically seen in tarot as the whore. I'm just playing. It has to do with, with your creativity, your confidence, the energy that you exude out there, all right? Again, your self-esteem, how you honor yourself, how you feel more so respected towards yourself. And then it's like, this is you focusing in on the solar plexus energy, the power and the will that you have to create, all right? And I see you actually moving forward from feeling controlled to making progress. Two of Pentacles to the Three of Wands. Show me the inner child energy with the solar plexus. Healing that inner child. Ace of Swords. Understanding why you went through a specific situation. Okay. I like that. Heart chakra. Got a lot of fire energy out here. Heart chakra. That's your brand new beginning. The Fool card. Down at the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Wands, and why people are attracted to your energy and why they want to collaborate with you now. It's because of the adversity that you've gone through, how you've been trying to create, what it is that you speak about, how you're being guided in mastering a specific skill. People could be upset that you're a little bit more open with your confidence and your sexuality. All right, but this has a lot to do with solar plexus energy, not being controlled and being able to progress. Let's just say someone tried to put a bad name on you. And you're like, I know that in my inner child, I feel innocent. I feel like a sense of wonder, okay? You don't come in and control where it is that I put my mindset, or you don't pay attention to what other people think about you, all right? So the more that you're confident in your energy, the more that you're attracting people that wants to work with you here. So whatever organization or institution or something that was happening in the past that you had a boundary from, in the heart chakra, you're going to learn how to move forward after healing and starting a brand new beginning with the Fool card. All right, something about your physical health and your body. All right, you need some sort of balance there, and you're actually going to be self-expressing about this as well, and being compassionate towards others that are going through the same type of thing, or that need to visualize what it is that they want for their near future. This all comes to be every time I tap into chakras, how you're being an example, and how you're being, you know, your insight in things change other people and help them heal as well. Chiron in Aries is, again, you going through your own core wounds so that you can be an example to somebody that's going through the same similar experience. And it just happened to be that the universe works in that way. Will surround you by those type of people that you need to be around at that time in order for you to be able to continue to create what it is that you desire for yourself by mastering that skill. It's almost like a practice. All right, sacral chakra, you get creative, right? You start self-expressing. It connects to the people that they need to hear it. And then all of a sudden, you're guiding other people. You see what I'm saying? Something like that. Spirit come through. Spirit will come through. All right, so those that have seen you be the one that run out the jungle with the damn lion on your back, you've kind of like already hit the spot with those people. You have a sense of revenge around you. I made it through. You can't break me. I'm strong. I'm courageous. All right. And on the other side of this, you experience something, and it will be like those that try to humiliate you will then end up being humiliated by having to come back around you and do the same type of things that you've experienced, but you now being that person's guide. You understand? Something like that. Again, we're on a whole nother level with this. So if you ain't with me, you ain't with me here. Walk in like on your way out. Just saying. All right. I've been through too much shit. Haven't been broken yet. Psychic ability is the card I just saw again on the bottom of the deck. So for those that are feeling like they have no type of intuition, yes you do. We all have it. We all have the gift of intuition. It's about how you tap into yours. It could be through your dream state. It could be through your emotional state. It could be through things, signs and synchronicities. Maybe you pour cards like the way I don't know. Or maybe you're a true psychic. I don't know. no competition in the spiritual community. Do we not know that? I'm just saying. That's why I'm no hater. So when you come in on this channel and you guys have a tarot channel, please post it, because I will shout you out and send people on your way. Okay? I'm going to get an angel tarot and I'm gone. Kayla, welcome in, sweetie. Ooh, hot damn. Said, yes, I love this. Thank you. No problem. I just don't like people that come into my channel because I do have a lot of knowledge. And people try to like cross-question me or try to make me feel like less than. All right? Whoever is intimidated that comes into this channel normally does that. That shit doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. Wow, I've been here for a while. 7 of Wands here. Liberation, deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. Bye, haters. Y'all see me and I see y'all asses too. All right. The 3 of Wands is here. Construction of the universe and helping with great works and protection from adversaries. So this is being you placed here to do something specifically. All right. Especially if you're meant to be liberating people. Liberating people from the deliverance of their enemies. Ace of Pentacles, divine blessings, drives away evil spirits and rules agriculture production. Okay. Well, the first thing I heard when I said agriculture production, lantern flies out the side of the house here. I don't know where they're coming from or why they were placed here. That's some shit Amazon will do. Just saying. It's weird. So weird. Judgment, atonement of errors, destroys the power of your enemies and humiliates them. Okay. Damn. So this is God working in hidden in the darkness. You wouldn't even see God coming if you wanted to. Child. Knight of Cups, the revealing God. Perception and revelation discovers hidden treasures and reveals the secrets of nature. If you understand, you understand. See what I'm saying? I'm seeing 2019 in the chat again. There's something again for year 2019. Wasn't that when COVID started? Isn't that when the lantern flies just started coming out? I was delivering for Amazon at that time. And everybody was acting pussy. I'm not going next to those damn lantern flies. They everywhere. I gotta wear a mask. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Okay. That's when the restrictions in the vehicles started happening. They wanted you to barrier with plastics. And everybody was like crashing vehicles at that time because nobody could see shit the right way. This fucking government is out of control. All right, we got self-atonement, cures mental illness, and deliverance from prostitution. I can't. We got contemplation, make the truth known in legal proceedings with the 7 of Cups here. God, the just judge. This feels like spiritual work. Okay, if somebody came in and seen the type of work we're doing in Wands and how you are basically protecting the energy and being liberated from a specific enemy, okay, because of you helping with the constructions of the universe, being the one to help teach it or make progress teaching it, you got divine blessings coming in. All right, you destroyed the power of enemies and humiliated them, or this is how your angels was working with you, because you were in this energy of discovering hidden treasures. All right, helping cure mental illnesses and making the truth known in legal proceedings. This is your job here. Everybody came here to do something. So if you're resonating with this, then you know this is what you're doing. You're doing the right shit. All right, 7 of Wands, 3 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, Knight of Cups, 4 of Pentacles with the 7 of Cups. There could have been illusions out here. The need for protection, the need for perseverance, the need for brand new beginnings, or bringing brand new beginnings in judgment to a specific organization, institution, or something that required for you to spread the energy of love and do it to achieving a goal. 5 of Swords here. God at the highest being, desire to know the acquisition of the wisdom. Again, you would have to have your mind set to learning something new here. All right, the 4 of Wands, God the Savior, rectification is here and helping one live in peace with everyone. That's what it is, bringing love to the world, bringing peace to the world. That's the message. I love y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye.